feel about an adventure beyond all maps? We could go, you and I, where no one's ever been before.
Glad you're enjoying this.
You've been sleeping for 2 days in my bed.
That was a clip from The Call of the Wild, one of the newest movies to hit theaters. Is the film worth seeing? Here to let us know what he thinks is our film critic, Will Loper. Hi, Will. No pressure here. This is one of the most famous books of all time.
Yeah, it is, and it's the 7th adaptation, so is that the charm? Well, I'll tell you, it's a fun little adventure story about getting in touch with nature. It's got a few genuinely stirring emotional moments along the way, just as long as you can get past the CGI dog. So this is based on the 1903 novel by Jack London, centered around Buck. Now, Buck is a big old dog who lives a pampered life in Seattle until he's kidnapped and sold and finds himself in Canada and then in Alaska as part of a team of sled dogs. Now, over the course of the movie, Buck gets more in touch with his wild side, learns to live in the cold, and find where his place is in a pack of dogs. Now, we get some great sequences of the sled dogs running through the wilderness and a terrific avalanche set piece. Now, this version of Buck is completely CGI, and your enjoyment of the film will really center a lot on whether you buy this computer-generated dog or not. Now, for me personally, it didn't bug me very much. He's definitely far more expressive than a real dog is, but he fit into most scenes enough that didn't bother me. What did bother me far more was Dan Stevens. He plays a ridiculous mustache-twirling villain, far more cartoonish than the dog. I really wish he had dialed it back maybe 27 notches. Besides that, though, this is a fun, family-friendly movie. It packs in some thrills and emotion along the way.
I don't know how I feel about a CGI dog. Now, I haven't seen the movie yet, obviously, but I wonder why they didn't use a real... I mean, obviously, it would be easier with a CGI dog.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely more expensive to use CGI, but sort of it raises ethical questions about using real dogs. I think we saw in, what was it, The Dog's Journey or Dog's Purpose, when they were kind of forcing a dog into the water, that you get a lot of animal rights groups saying, this just isn't right. So I think it kind of sidesteps all of that. But it is really goofy-looking dog. It's very CGI in some scenes, so, you know, you kind of got to get over that.
And how about Harrison Ford?
Oh, he's great, as always.
Yeah, good to see him
He's
back.
just a grumpy, old, bearded prospector in this movie, and he's great.
Little typecasting.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your rating?
I guess on 3.5. Old man Harrison Ford's out of 5.
Oh, that's a very good rating.
Yep, it's good.
Okay, what's coming up next week?
Okay, so speaking of adaptations of classic novels, we have The Invisible Man with Elizabeth Moss.
Now, what is that about?
It's about, well, she's got an ex-boyfriend who turns invisible and comes back to haunt her.
Oh,
yeah, it's
another heavy one for Elizabeth Moss.
A little intense, yeah.
Looking forward to that. All right, well, thanks so much. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. See you.
And we'll be right back.
With one of our favorite Portage families here at the Portage Furniture Store, the Ayers family, that has grown a little bit since, yeah, he says high five. That's right. Since the last time we were here.
We sure have. Austin and I, proud 3rd generation owners, and now we're working on our 4th generation. We've seen generations of customers come through, and I think we take a lot of joy in seeing, hey, my parents bought from your dad, or bought from your uncles, or bought from your grandpa, and now Austin and I get to enjoy that ourselves.
How much fun is it on the days you come back into town and the 3 of you are together?
It's very special. Like I said, the longevity from my dad and uncle started in 1940 to now. Very special.
We're very, very proud to showcase predominantly American-made brands and companies that we've worked with for a very long time. We have a number of great lines, including Serta Mattresses, Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, Lazy Boy, and England.
And not everyone has the Ayers last name, but everybody here, I know you guys consider family.
Yeah, we really have some wonderful people here, including, 2 salespeople, Rosie and Punky, who have been here with us from the very beginning, and we're really thankful for them.
Yeah, they really make you guys, they're the ones who make you all look good.
Yeah, they are.
No doubt.
And we need all the help we can get.
Yeah, well, he said it. I do. What are some of the biggest things that sets you guys apart?
The free delivery. Yeah.
They still got it. I was wondering.
We do.
Glad to hear it.
And on top of a first-class free delivery service, we're very proud of our huge selection of top-name brand furniture at guaranteed low prices.
Well, with the free delivery, we've got a lot of stops, but I'm glad you're helping me. From the Portage Furniture Store, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison. He's excited.
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
I put off treating mine.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, Epclusa could be your kind of cure.
I just found out about mine.
I knew for years. Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa is only one pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and could cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have had hepatitis B, other liver or kidney problems, HIV or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects include headache and tiredness. Ask your doctor today if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
Some good news in the traffic world. The Beltline getting a little busy for our Monday evening commute, but thankfully no accidents to report, and we're sitting in a pretty similar spot to where we usually sit for this time. Looking at, again, we'll see where it goes. There we go. Traffic cameras. The Beltline at Park Street right now. If we look at our current conditions with our first warn traffic, are slowing down along the east side close to John Nolan. Westbound side looks smooth right now. Downtown Janesville, no hiccups. The interstate also in a pretty smooth spot right now. To get from Janesville to the Beltline, it'll take you 24 minutes, 17 minutes to get from Sauk City to Middleton, and then to get from Sun Prairie to downtown, about 15 minutes this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. Nabisco's had a lot of success with its flavored Oreo releases, but the Supreme Oreo is generating a much more pricey buzz. According to Bloomberg, some small sleeves of Supreme Oreos garnered bids for up to $4,000 on eBay this week. Some listings are for far less. The buzz is thanks to streetwear brand Supreme, which is known for limited edition collections that fetch high resale prices. Supreme's Spring-Summer 2020 drop featured not only attire that is, but also double stuffed Oreos in the brand's signature bright red. It's a lot of money for a couple Oreos.
Yes, it is.
A California man has a second chance at life after surviving a typically fatal heart condition called sudden death syndrome.
His life was saved by 3 strangers who jumped in to help. Chris Martinez was there as the victim met his rescuers for the very first time.
Okay. Hugging it out. Pleasure to meet you. 4 years after nearly losing his life, Ed Jean-Louis is at last meeting the women who saved him.
Happy to meet you both and be able to thank you both.
Ed was a 27-year-old grad student at UCLA playing basketball on this rec center court when he suddenly felt ill.
I remember saying, I feel lightheaded, like right before losing consciousness.
Doctors say Ed was a victim of sudden death syndrome, a condition that causes an abrupt and unexpected cardiac arrest in people who are otherwise healthy. Most cases occur when the electric system of the heart is not working properly.
We were trained. We knew what to do. We were prepared.
Emily Duncan and Christine Fry were working at the rec center when Ed collapsed and were among 3 employees who rushed in to help. They grabbed this defibrillator just outside the basketball court.
We put it on him, and it said to begin CPR. And so that's when we started the CPR process.
Their quick action helped save Ed's life. But he's the exception. Sudden death syndrome kills more than 200,000 Americans every year and is the leading cause of death in young athletes. Ed's cardiologist, Dr. Olujimi Ajijola, says had the Good Samaritans not acted quickly, the outcome would have likely been different.
All of those things were essentially stars that aligned that, allowed Ed to survive and do as well as he's done.
Ed now has a small defibrillator implant like this that helps keep his heart operating properly. He knows how lucky he is.
Try to be grateful, try to be present, and appreciative of kind of every breath, right?
Thankful, too, for the strangers.
I don't want to get too emotional, but I appreciate you both.
Who became his guardian angels. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Most cases of sudden death syndrome are caused by a genetic disorder. However, it rarely presents symptoms before cardiac arrest occurs.
He's one lucky guy.
Yes, he is.
All right, final check of your forecast coming up.
Playback.
Celebrate 45 years of music with Sweet Honey in the Rock. This internationally renowned female vocal quartet remains the preeminent musical collective rooted in African American history and culture. Sweet Honey in the Rock, Saturday, February 29th. Tickets at overture.org.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-976-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 200 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-976-4499.
He's been around the world, but he desires more. He's seen it all. It's always what you think's tough. Right there all the time.
With over 40 fully integrated applications, you won't be able to contain your excitement either. From just $1 a day per employee, run your entire business with Zoho One, the operating system for business.
We were sure that we were one and done.
Only child families are growing faster than any other family type. But why? News 3 Now explores the trend and the research on only children. Tonight at 10.
Hi, folks. Tuesday, it's the first of a couple of alert days this week. Caddy will have the latest on when the snow will start and who's going to see the most.
And we'll also tell you why you might want to think twice before putting a ton of salt down to clear your sidewalk once the snow stops.
See you at 4:30.
It's ingrained in me.
Of course I know what the theme song.
Entertainment tonight. That's what people want.
It's hard to think of entertainment tonight without... Oh, I know it!
I mean, come on. Since I was a little kid.
This is Entertainment Tonight. This is the Bible of show business.
E.T. weeknights at 6:30 on News 3 Now.
Nice quiet evening out there.
Yeah, things are quiet right now. A little busy looking out for the next few days. We've been out for the last few days. Again, a cloudy sky for this evening. Our winter storm watches have been canceled for all of southern Wisconsin. Heavier snow will be down to northern Illinois. We still have about 1 to 3 inches possible for the very southeast corner of the state. So we're leaving that alert day for folks around Janesville and Beloit. That being said, again, this storm has taken a big shift in directions, pulling further south, so we are not expecting major impacts for areas around Madison and certainly northwest.
All right, and everybody's in the same boat on this.
Everyone's in some boat.
Thank you, Dana. Tomorrow Live at 4, we'll tell you how you can get free legal advice from Madison College.
And Consumer Reports takes a look at stand mixers for the kitchen and all the attachments that go along with them. That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.